y'all, how's it going? I'm Jazz and this is Steam on a Budget, where we'll select a game on the Steam Popular New Releases section, play it and evaluate it according to its playability, the amount of money invested in it, total playable time, and how worth it was afterwards. For this, we're following this article on Lifehack that stipulates how much is your time really worth. Today's game is Beholder is a 2D point-and-click strategy game released on November 9, 2016. It was developed by Warm Lamp Games and published by Alawar Entertainment. This game has a very positive overall on its Steam page, with 92% positive reviews out of the 500. It is now with a 20% discount on Steam, so if you'd like to check it out by yourself after watching this video, please do. The special promotion ends on November 16th, so run! According to the Steam page, you're a state-installed landlord in a totalitarian state. You must spy on tenants, peep, eavesdrop, and profile. You must report on anyone capable of plotting subversion against the state. You must! But will you? You play as Carl Stein, the new landlord/public servant of the Class D apartment block on Krushvitz 6, and need to spy on your tenants and report to the Ministry of Order. You and your family just moved in and were given an apartment on the building's first floor, and as you were entering it, you faced the predecessor being taken by the police in handcuffs. As new government directives are being released during the month of September 1984, you need to check if said tenants are following the rules and aren't making or under possession of anything illegal. Even if it takes you to eavesdrop them, get inside their homes and install surveillance hidden cameras to keep an eye on them. Even when they are not committing any crimes, the ministry might decide to order you to evict some of them. So it is up to you to convince them to leave or frame them in order to report them to the police. But before you can say, "I won't be corrupted, I'll play by the rules," remember this. You have 2 kids, and one of them might get sick and need a treatment that's worth $20,000. At the same time, the other will be kicked from the university if you don't pay 15 grand in order to get them to do research for the dean. Yup, life's tough. In Beholder, you need to manage your building's issues and get its residents to obey the law. So not only you need to fill files with their activities and hobbies, you also need to help them find their glasses and get them girls' numbers. Your help increases your reputation points, which can help you to convince tenants to do what you want, at a high cost, but will do. Also, depending on what you choose to let or prohibit them to do, will cause the ministry to order you to evacuate them for disturbance. You need to click on people, doors, and furniture in order to interact with them. You can talk to them, repair apartments, rent them, search for clues, put items in different places, steal items, unlock doors, look through keyholes, knock on doors, and, amazingly enough, you can double-click to run to the hills when the apartment owner you were sneaking in has just arrived. You should also be thoughtful on your decisions, since they can get people to threaten you or even go further. Also, your tenants sometimes are glad to help you, so it stands up to your ethical decisions on what to do with them. No pressure. To eavesdrop, install cameras and search rooms is pretty easy. The hard part is to notice how you can report information to your boss, at least for me. Something that got me pissed was the characters' layers. At times I couldn't talk to a character or search a piece of furniture because there was more than one element at the same location. It is also important to point out that Beholder can easily be compared to Papers, Please style of game, especially its bureaucracy towards filling reports with correct information. No, it's definitely fun, okay? As a George Orwell fan, I couldn't help but notice the references to the totalitarianism in 1984, same year when Carl moves to the building. One of the most relevant elements on the game is the character's design. They all look like shadows, simply being painted black with white eyes and having different body shapes and pieces of clothing for the player to tell them apart. The color palette is pretty simple, but helps you when you need to pay close attention to something. The characters' thoughts and intentions show when they are somewhere everyone can see them or when you have cameras inside their apartments. The soundtrack fits the game and the atmosphere, and kinda helps you to get in the mood. Considering that I've played this game for 4 hours, have unlocked 11% of its achievements, and still wanna see how far I can go for at least another 2 to 3 hours, the $7.99 spent are worth being cut a few times, fired another couple, and killed once. As boring as it may sound, Beholder is super enjoyable for its many possibilities. After all, it is a game about spying on your neighbors, reporting and getting them to jail. But it might also be seen as a survival game in a totalitarian state, which is extremely hard sometimes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to click the link at the description so you can take a look at it yourself. Leave a like and subscribe for more political games and huge, tremendous, enormous bureaucracy. Yeah!
Owlboy is a game that has been in development for around 9 years. After all these years, have D-Pad Studios live up the expectations of all fans of classic side-scrollers and platformers, or this game will fall short and be defeated by the hype surrounding its release? Fear not, folks, Owlboy will fly far above the clouds of Steam sales and reach much higher, near the best of the best classics and indie games out today.